Nighters, this is JikkySef. Did you guys miss me over the weekend? I wasn't around. I took my family down to Disneyland in Anaheim, California. We stayed at the Best Western across the street. Pretty cool. We went to California Adventure on Saturday, and then we went to the Magic Kingdom yesterday. And it rained in the morning. Good thing we brought our umbrellas. A little bit later in the video, I'll tell you some of the rides we went on. But I will say this up front, I was very excited to finally go on Rise of the Resistance. That's in Star Wars land. That's what I call it, at least. I think it's really called Galaxy's Edge. So we played this match last Friday. I might even upload the other one. I got a victory with Rachel Roth after this match. I'd like to upload that for you as well. So we're on Fortnite Wiki right now, and let's see what they have to say about Raven. Now this is Rebirth Raven, not to be confused with the other Raven in the game, because Raven is already a Fortnite character. That must have been confusing for them. Daughter of a daemon and founding member of the Teen Titans. Rebirth Raven is a DC series outfit in Fortnite Battle Royale that can be unlocked at Tier 77 of the Chapter 2 Season 6 Battle Pass. She is also found as a character within her house, located between Fort Crumpet and the northwest point of Sweaty Sands Beach, providing quests and other services in the form of opening a rift for traversal and revealing the location of the next storm phase. You could also buy the unstable bow off her as well. One of my favorite things to do. Alright, we are in search of gold. I want to see if I can get 750 bars and pay tribute to Aurelia. I want to see if that's actually a thing you could do, or if it's a future challenge. And back to Fortnite Wiki here. Rebirth Raven's default style takes great inspiration from her modern-day comic book designs, featured in the New Earth and Prime Earth universes. From watching the Flash TV show on Netflix, I now know what the Prime Earth is. There was a multiverse, and it got destroyed, and the only one remaining was Earth 1, now called Earth Prime. So back to Fortnite Wiki. Raven's second style, Classic, which you're looking at right now, depicts one of Raven's earlier designs seen in the aforementioned New Earth universe. Her last style, Rachel Roth, depicts the version of Raven from the 2019 comic by Kami Garcia. Teen Titans Raven. Raven can be seen wearing the outfit in the last few pages of the comic. Very cool. And she comes in selectable styles, of course. Default, Classic, and Rachel Roth. And there's a little bit more about her as a character. Oh, there's someone right here. Got him. Raven was investigating a disturbance on the astral plane when the island pulled her in through a portal and left her stranded. She'll need to rely on her wits and strange new alliances if she wants to get back home again. Rebirth Raven can be found as a character near Sweaty Sands. And let's see if there's some trivia down the bottom. There sometimes is. Nope, that's about it. That's what we got on Fortnite Wiki for Raven. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, DC Comics has a whole bunch to say about her. She is a member of the Teen Titans. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that show, Teen Titans Go. It's a cartoon. The theme song is by Puffy Amiyumi. And I saw them in concert a long time ago. It was pretty awesome. The opening act was Katy Perry. This is before she was famous. My wife and I, we were like, who's that? Pretty funny, huh? The next year, she's like one of the biggest celebrities. Last week, I might have mentioned that the Batman Fortnite 0 Point issue number 3 was coming out on Tuesday. That is wrong, because it's coming out tomorrow, on May 18th. We're on DC Universe's website right now. Let's see what they have to say about it. Batman vs. Snake Eyes. That's it. That's the solicit. You heard us. Batman vs. Snake Eyes. Yes, that's Snake Eyes. Worlds collide on the island as G.I. Joe's unstoppable ninja clashes with the Dark Knight. Can either of them win? When neither can escape? Will Batman remember he's got to find a way back to Catwoman? All while trying to get back to Gotham City? And what the heck is Harley Quinn doing here? Oh, and in case we forgot to mention it, Batman fighting Snake Eyes, do not miss it. Please note, this digital comic purchase does not include any redeemable code for Fortnite in-game bonus rewards. Now I want to point out that last time they said that, they were wrong. Because I have the digital redemption, and it worked. I got the Batman cape. The next thing out is going to be Catwoman's harvesting tool. So I'm thinking that we're going to get that. You could only get that in the US. You could also get it with the physical comic book, of course. Just took care of a raptor there. I ordered Kyle the physical comics from the world-famous Golden Apple Comics on Melrose. I used to hang out there way back in the day, in the early 90s. There was also another comic book store called Cheap Comics 2, which would imply that there was a Cheap Comics 1. And I had my very own bin there. They would pull comic books as they came in weekly and save them for me. Between my roommate Rivers and I, we were collecting every single Marvel title. And we would get all the comics, and once we read our own, we would read each other. So every week we were reading all the Marvel comics. And we both collected a few DC too. I will openly admit I was more of a Marvel guy than DC. So I have a lot of catching up to do in the DC universe. We went up to Six Flags Magic Mountain a few years back. And they have a DC Comics theme, which is pretty cool. Some of the rides are named after the superheroes. Like Superman. And the Riddler's Revenge. Sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering those. They used to have a Terminator ride. Terminator Salvation. But they let that license go. Now it's just a nondescript ride. I remember going on that back in the day. That's the Terminator movie that featured Christian Bale. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I believe that's the movie, the fourth one, that had the T-800 for the first time. The previous movies featured the Cyberdyne 101. That's an earlier model. What's up, power cord? What are we doing? So I'm a little bit wiped out here. My voice probably sounds it. We opened up the park at 9 a.m. yesterday, and we stayed until closing. My daughter and I actually got in line for Space Mountain about 5 minutes before 9. It was a 20-minute wait. You do the math. We got off the ride about 9:30. Good times. Space Mountain is one of my favorites at Disneyland. What other rides did we go on? We went on Rise of the Resistance, Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. Luckily we had ponchos from Grizzly Rapids still, so I didn't get too wet. It was a little bit cold. Yesterday was a cold and rainy day down in Anaheim. We brought our umbrellas, so we were smart. I used to be a Boy Scout. The Boy Scout motto is be prepared. Here's a funny thing about Disneyland during COVID. There is no tram, so when you park your car in the parking lot, you are the tram. You're going to be using your footmobile. It's kind of a long walk, but it's pretty funny because you're walking along the tram driveway. As I was walking, I kept telling the people next to me, I am the tram. I don't think they thought it was too amusing, especially at the end of the night. And what other rides do we go on? No shows, by the way. No parade, no fireworks. It's kind of a soft reopening. Understandably, of course. They did really good with the social distancing thing. Not like Target or Walmart where people are right on top of you. Unfortunately, the Matterhorn was closed, so we couldn't do that. No train ride. I went on Indiana Jones. My daughter went on it 3 times. That's pretty awesome. One of my old bosses helped design that ride. I used to work for a guy named David Lewis, one of the coolest guys on earth. Oh, just took that guy out. And he was a Disney Imagineer for 20 years, back in the heyday, when they were designing all the fancy rides, like Star Tours, Indiana Jones, just to name a few. He helped design Tower of Terror, which is now Guardians of the Galaxy. And from what I learned, there's a lot of big steel cables on that ride, so there's no chance of you dying on that ride. There was one year, my wife and I, we got the Disneyland passport, and we went to Disneyland 23 times that year. We were doing stuff that nobody else does, like rides that no one really goes on. We went to Treasure Island and explored that. That was kind of funny. There's actually stuff over there. I had no idea. We hung out at the Golden Horseshoe and ate sundaes all day. That was kind of cool. They have a live show there. We also got to go on Haunted Mansion last night. We got ushered into a secret door and skipped the line. The ride operator said knock 3 times on the door, and they let us in. That was pretty cool. I saw a secret stairway too. A few times I went in through secret doors on rides. That's always a fun thing. We went to California Adventure on Saturday. There's not too much to do at that park. I prefer the Magic Kingdom. But we did go on Radiator Springs Racers twice. That's a great ride. I love Cars Land. What else did I go on? I didn't get to go on the Incredicoaster or Soarin' Over California. Oh, that was Midas Rex. Raina and my wife did though, so that's cool. My son Kyle wasn't feeling too good. After Radiator Springs Racers, first thing in the morning, his stomach was giving him a hard time. So him and my wife went back to the hotel and just kind of chilled out for a while me and Raina went on a bunch of rides. We went on the Goofy roller coaster that used to be called Mulholland Madness when they were going with the California theme. I remember when that park first opened up. I missed the Hollywood Limo ride, which is pretty famous for being one of the worst Disney rides ever. Look it up on YouTube, Hollywood Limo, California Adventure. It's pretty funny. They turned Hollywood Limo into Monsters, Inc., which has been there ever since. I think that was the 2nd year the park was open. I have a strange fascination with defunct rides. Oh, there's Tirana. And there goes Tirana. I also have a fascination with defunct amusement parks. There's a great channel on YouTube called Defunctland, and they feature a lot of defunct rides from Disney and other parks, and amusement parks also. I strongly recommend checking it out. Once again, Defunctland. I ran into someone that works on that channel years ago, near Travel Town at Griffith Park. It was the other railroad. I think it's called Steamers. That's where they have the Disney stuff. That was pretty cool. The dude's wearing a Defunctland t-shirt, and I said, hey, I watched that show on YouTube. And he said, really? Because I work on that channel. Pretty cool. That's the cool thing about living near Hollywood. You always run into people. Alright, let's get our head back in the game. There's only 10 people left here, and we're on one of the rooftops. We have great weapons here, by the way. In my next video, I'll tell you a little bit more about Disneyland and my weekend experience. I had a fantastic time, and I'll tell you, I am wiped out today. My voice is falling apart, if you could hear it. Got the best sleep of my life, though. If you wipe yourself out, you will sleep like a rock. And I'm not talking about The Rock from the WWE. Although I do like The Rock from the WWE. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. I have to take this guy out. He's a builder. That's right, build all you want, I'm still gonna get you. Where'd he go? Oh, that's a different guy. Jones of the First. Got him. Oh, look what he dropped. I have my choice of gold weapons here. I think I will grab the infantry rifle. So this game is winding down. I wanted to tell you another funny thing about yesterday at Disneyland. So poor Kyle, his stomach wasn't feeling too good the whole trip, so he really didn't want to go on any rides. Imagine going to Disneyland and not going on any of the rides. Sometimes it happens. He did end up finding 2 things that he really loved and went on it about 20 times. I'm not kidding you. 20 times each. Do you guys know the red fire engine car at the entrance of the park near Main Street? That and the double-decker bus. Kyle rode on those 20 times each. We even lost his umbrella on one of them, and then later saw a guy walking around with it, and we got it back. That was kind of neat. We also went on the ice cream sundae ride. I'm just kidding, that's not a ride. But that is something we had for dessert. Yeah, I love getting a nice big sundae at Disneyland. I wish I was rich. I would have a contest where I take a few subscribers to Disneyland. That would be a pretty cool YouTube reward, wouldn't it? A lot better than V-Bucks. Alright, we are marching towards the end of this game, but do not fear. We have another game coming up later today. I'm also doing the laundry. Not sure why I mentioned that. I feel like I'm always doing the laundry. Alright, let's go up to the rooftop here. There's only 6 players left in this game. We'll leave our mark there. We're using classic Raven. I can't wait to watch the live-action TV show Teen Titans on HBO Max. As soon as I finish Flash on Netflix, I'm canceling that and getting HBO Max. Alright, we're just building a safe house here. And we're going to get up on the rooftop and finish off the game with our amazing 4 weapons here. Alright, let's see if we could see anyone from up here. This is a great vantage point. What's up with that? I doubt there's someone still in it, but we'll take it out anyways. And kaboom goes the semi. Look at that thing, that was awesome. Let's check out the emote. Oh! Maybe it wasn't a good idea to showboat at the end of the match here. I have no idea where that player came from. They must have shockwave grenade up here. You placed number 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. It was from last Friday. And I have another one coming your way soon with Rachel Roth. Don't forget to support a creator, JikkySef. That spells JikkySef. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great Fortnite.